NFL on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Washington Redskins. So happy to be with you, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, and we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Alex Smith ready to lead the Redskins here. And many wondered if Smith would ever play again following that difficult-to-watch leg injury suffered against the Texans last season. But at age 35, Smith is back and ready to give it another go.
Go now. 8, read.
Now a man at his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And a quick look at Washington's offense.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
When Zach Brown's name comes up, I only think of one thing, and that's speed. His ability to elude blocks, run down ball carriers, chase quarterbacks, and he does it all. In fact, I believe he still holds a record at the University of North Carolina for the indoor 60-meter dash. How about that for a linebacker now playing in the NFL?
Now Smith. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Here's Jackson to return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Eagles under 4th-year head coach Doug Peterson. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is a big-arm guy who's learned how to temper some of his throws. Actually has added a lot more touch and accuracy as his career has gone along. Big-time confidence in his arm, though. Any throw you want, he can make it.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They go counter with Howard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, D.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So out now come the Redskins. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to battle his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They run the counter. Howard. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Stafford. And he connects with Ertz. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. On 1st down, they run with Howard. Brushing off defenders. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. And here's the Redskin defense.
That corner is Josh Norman. I would think he would want to quibble a little bit. Actually, you know, Josh, we have a full discussion with the metrics people who say that maybe he's not the elite lockdown corner he thinks he is. He would say, ask all the receivers in the NFC East. They would think differently because a day against Josh Norman is a very difficult day for any receiver.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running from the gun with Howard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score. Ready? Yellow lady! Yellow lady! Let's go, D.
second down. It's Howard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
A quick throw there out to Jeffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
This is Howard on second down. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Break that. 260. 54, Mike.
From the red zone now, Stafford. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Set. 280. 56. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Come on.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And this one's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. Smith, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. 1-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And this is complete. It's Allen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he finds Howard complete. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football? It says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
On 1st down, Smith. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. And he finds the tight end, Reed. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Smith now to throw, and this one complete to Reed. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To Thompson on the draw. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
In your face.
On 2nd and 9, Smith, and his throw is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. 3rd down here. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This from 54 yards away. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Stafford. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Stafford on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Stafford. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds in the first half. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Throwing is Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but now it's third and goal. Now Stafford on third and goal. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, as the first half is winding down, and the Eagles have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. That time a 6-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
To throw again on second down, Smith. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, and it's third down. The final shot here before break. Smith, the deep ball for Dotson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? Four verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first, they go right back to Howard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On second down now. It's Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. His throw incomplete. Now this matchup, an important one for Week 1, an NFC East bout right off the bat. These two teams have met twice a year since 1936. 168 meetings overall, and the Redskins lead the series, but the Eagles, they have won 4 straight against these Washington Redskins. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Alshon Jeffrey, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. Jordan Reed has it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Smith, complete. Richardson has it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing again is Smith. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Peterson. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They run again with Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's Howard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
50 set, yellow waiting! Check 50 yellow waiting!
A shotgun snap for Stafford. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. On 2nd and 10, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And it's 3rd down. And that is incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, forcing incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Stafford now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. That's caught by Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Stafford throwing on target to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 12-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On second down and 4, Smith toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. To throw is Smith. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Matthew Ioannidis in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Now Howard.
Let's go, come on, run to the ball, we got
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, it's Howard. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Eagles, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Washington, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.